here, and Missy, what are you doing? She's like, tickle me! Don't point that camera at me though. So it's gonna be a bit blurry because of the sun. But yeah, right. Well, I did a video a bit ago, but then I decided not to put it up, and then I ended up I'm doing this one now. So, well, what's happening is I have a little kitty here, and it's like, oh, it's just the most adorable little kitty. I'm gonna sit down. Kitty ever. It's so fluffy, and basically it's a feral kitten. What we found. And it's kind of a really long story because we found the mother too, and we've been putting it up on site, see if it's anybody's, but no one's contacted us back about whose cat it is, I think. But a while ago, like last year even, this cat started coming to my auntie's house, and she didn't know whether or not it was like a stray or feral cat, whatever, but she was putting food out for it, and then eventually it came back, and it was really, really fat, and we kept telling her, oh, you should do something about it, but she didn't want to do anything about it in case it was someone's cat. And then it pissed off, and it didn't come back for like ages, and now it's come back again, and it's sprung a little kitten with it, which is only a few weeks old. We think it's just about gone on to solids, and that's probably why. I should probably turn the telly off, so sorry about that, my uncle had it on. But we think it's probably sprung it back because now it's on solids, and maybe I haven't been able to find out, so it's come back to my auntie knowing that there'd be probably food outside. Because as soon as she saw it again and saw the little kitten, she started feeding it. But we thought, you know what, we've got to do something now, because we can't have a little kitten out. It's freezing cold outside and everything. Pardon me. But for a while we were putting like food out and stuff, because she's a feral cat. She's not kind of like, she's a bit timid in a way, but like she'll sit out in the garden. She wasn't like Mr. Pussycat. Mr. Pussycat was quite very timid and would run away from you, but he never like attacked you. She'd like come up to you, and you could fuss her for a bit, and then all of a sudden she would just whack you and go for you and even bite you and hiss at you. He's never bit or hissed. He's whacked Misty. He's never really clawed us, or sometimes he does do it when he's kind of like in the kitchen and he wants you to feed him, he whacks you back at leg. But other than that, he's never really done it. He does get a bit moody with you sometimes if he doesn't want to be picked up, but he normally just goes meow, and then you know to put him down. And we haven't been able to pick her up or anything because she would just have us. And but we were feeding them for a few days, trying to get them used to us and trying to catch it. And the kitten is feral as well, much feral than even the mother, and it just goes for you. Like, I've got a scar on my hand, like that hand, and on this hand, and there might be a few on my neck because it was crawling up my neck and everything. And it even, like, my mum's hand, she's got all scratches, and it bit her through her finger, like she's got 2 puncture holes. It's a little naughty bugger. But what we managed to do like the other night is we managed to shut them in the shed, and we were going to ring cat protection. And because they neuter them, but because they're feral, we didn't know, like, we know sometimes feral cats, a lot of the time they can't rehome them, so they might either put them down or they usually just let them go. And but we were kind of like thinking about it and stuff, and it's like, well, my auntie's okay feeding the adult cat, she's not bothered about that, but I mean, she can't really let a little kitten be sleeping out there, it's just a bit cruel. Whereas the mother, she can keep it in the shed and stuff like that, whereas we thought, well, like, because it's a kitten, we could tame it and stuff because it's only a few weeks, and it's okay with our cat. It doesn't like Misty. It just like hisses at her, but we could probably get it used to it, so we've got it in the house and we're planning on keeping it. I'm calling it because we don't know gender yet, it's a bit young and also really puffy, and we tried to have a look, but he's a bit fidgety and he's really nervous and scared at the moment. Like when we first picked him up, he went for us, he hissed and attacked us, like I said. And but now that obviously he's kind of split up from his mum, he's a bit more calm. He's really scared. He's in a cage and he's hiding in the back of it. And like when I picked him up, he's so light, and he's like literally I can get my fingers around him with room to spare. He looks really fat because he's really furry, but he's not. It's like that. And I mean, we've had puppies and I've seen kittens before, and usually they're quite a bit chunkier than that, you know, like, I mean, when we've had puppies, they're usually quite chunky, like chubby little things, especially when they've started eating food, but obviously she hasn't been able to find any food for it then, and started coming back to my auntie's then. That's what's happened. But yeah, that's what happened. It started coming and it just got pregnant and stuff like that, and we don't, like, it was really quite fat, supposedly, and it's only brought the one kitten. We've been looking around to see if there's any other kittens, because there is sort of like a wildy, like, area around the back of my auntie's house, which we probably think she may have had kittens in there, but we've not heard any kittens. She only lives, like, across the road. But yeah, like, so we've got it. Like, we managed to, last night, trap the mum and the cat in the shed. We was going to ring up cat protection to come and get them both. But the cat, the mother cat, managed to find a hole in the top of the roof and squeezed out of it, and then left a kitten there and just bogged off. And she came back the next morning, we fed her. She didn't even really look bothered about her kitten. We had it in the cage and she had a look at it and then just went back to her full bowl, and she saw us walking off with it and didn't even follow us. I'm like, oh, that's a right mum. She likes the food more than she does a child. But yeah, so we're gonna still try and catch the mum, but we've rang cat protection up and they said that they'll neuter her and then just let her go, be a feral cat, and that they'll have a look at this cat here and maybe like neuter her, him, whatever. And we're also gonna ask him about Mr. Pussycat. Mr. Pussycat isn't, well, he's okay. He's just had he was in a fight with another cat and it's bit him on his face. It's like, it's just, there's a cat going around fighting with other cats, and it's just like, they always start it with him because he's quite a big cat, but I don't think he's actually fighting himself, because we see him in the garden and he's fine with the cats who come along and stuff, but it's bit him right on the face and it's all gone infected and it came into a big abscess, and we had some antibiotics for pets because it was from one of those other dogs that we had, but we didn't want to do too much, and we just like halved it and mixed it in with his sort of food. But we've been bathing it mostly and stuff, and it seems to have gone down, although it looks quite bad. It looks like he's got a big gash in his face and he's got blood on my bloody bed and stuff, but it has gone down. None of like big chunky stuff. It was really smelly and horrible. We've got to get a bit of chunky fur off him, but hopefully it will heal up soon. You're a naughty cat, why do you keep fighting? Yeah. But I don't know what these two are going to think about a new little kitten in the house. Like, I've never had a kitten. I've had cats, obviously. I got Mr. Pussycat, and I had cats when I was kind of really young, about 1. And I don't remember them because we think we got rid of them or something. I don't know. Someone took them in because we had to move and that. But this is like the first ever kitten I had. I've always had dogs. I always had puppies. Yeah, Misty. But yeah, well, suggest some names down below, but I mean, we don't know what gender he is. If you've got some like names that could be for like both genders or something, like, and we'll see what the cat protection like says and stuff. But he seems like, I've had him out and he's been sat with me, he's been cuddling up, although he's still been a bit scared. He likes just to be sat quietly and, you know, have a bit of comfort and stuff, but he does hiss sometimes at me. Like, I think he got a bit fed up with me kind of like touching, so then I just left him in this cage and I've covered him up into the darkness. He hasn't eaten just yet as we've had him, because he's still a bit scared and just hid at the back of his cage. But yeah, at the moment he's in the dining room over that way. He's with Herbert. Herbert's just running around in the floor like out of his tank and everything. But yeah, so hopefully we'll go show you him, like her, whatever, right now, if we can see him. He's a really sweet little cat, but he's really skinny. He shouldn't be skinny that much. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Just the postman. Parcel. What could it be? I'll open it on the video. Oh, he's moving his box. Oh, but he's kind of there. I don't know. Yeah, you can see him. He's hiding away. He's got some food, some little kitty food, a little tray, and he even got a monkey to try and comfort him. And he's got a water ball, but he's just like hiding and sleeping. But hey, you know what? Herbert has done a wonder. I think actually I might put him outside for a bit. Yeah, that's the thing, it's not like my mum's who tends to put him outside and I'm just like, where's Herbert? Where's Herbert gone? He's just like, run away. Yeah, he is. He's in his cage, I can see him around the back. Misty's like, hey, don't you look at that cat. I don't like it. Why are you bringing another one in here? Yeah, she's really jealous. The cat was like hissing at her, and she didn't move away, and I was trying to knock her away, and then she spooked him, and that's when he wanted to go back in his cage. I'm like, it was all settled, and then she came along. Because she wanted all the attention on you. Don't you, Misty Moo Moo? Well, I've got a parcel here. This wasn't supposed to be on the video, but we might as well open it, Misty? I hope it's not actually my dad's present. Oh well, I don't think he watches the videos. Come here, let's open the box, Misty. Wait, the postman at the door. Ooh. Ooh. So what do you think about your new friend, Misty? Like, they're a twat. Get him out of my house. The cat had her actually earlier as well, whilst she was being a bit of a nuisance, like she always is, and she was sat on that chair there, and she tried to, on that chair there, and the cat's at the back, he hasn't like moved all morning, and Misty was kind of like sat up there with him for a while, and she tried jumping back, she jumped down, and she tried jumping back up, and she actually jumped on top of the cat, and the cat just had her. He just started boxing her. The only thing is, like, my mum tells him off, and I'm like, well, to be honest, it's not him, it's Misty. But then he was kind of having a go then, like, thinking, like, he was having a go, like, looking at her like, if you dare jump up here again, I'm gonna friggin' have your face off. What are these? Lots of newspaper. And yeah, they are my dad's presents. Yeah, so I'll not reveal them too much because you might watch the video. Okay then, that's it from me today, and I'll keep updated with my little feral kitty cat and its mum because it's over at my auntie's. We will be looking after both basically, like we're looking after the kitten because my auntie at the moment, she has a puppy and it's really wappy and crazy, so I think she's kind of got enough on with a little puppy as rather than a kitten as well. And obviously because the kitten is already attacked Misty, it would probably attack her dog, and the dog would just be trying to play with it like a play toy. But she's gonna still keep feeding and looking after the mom, and she's gonna set up a little bed in the shed for it and stuff. It's just that because of winter, it's hard to say if it would survive because it's a few weeks. It's not that long now, is it, till Christmas? Like, and we're supposedly gonna get snow, and it's really cold at the moment. It's sunny but cold. And God's sake, we're gonna see fireworks tonight, and we'll probably just be freezing and probably rain. It's supposedly going to rain, and all one good Fort Bubble. Which we'll be going on the 15th to Fort Bubble in Leeds. It's like a Comic-Con convention sort of like thing and stuff, but it starts this weekend I think, but we're not going till the 15th. It's on for a while now. And I'm going as Perona. Woo! I was like kind of finishing just a few bits off like back of my skirt and stuff, and then I need to just fix a few things on the sleeves, but it's mostly all completely done. I was wearing the costume like yesterday because I was showing my uncle it who was through yesterday, because he's kind of been in and out, like coming, because he doesn't live around here, he comes back and forth, and he's been sort of watching me make it gradually, and then I showed him it all wearing it and stuff, so, and he thinks it's really good. But, so yeah, so that's it from me today, so, bye! Also, I should add, actually, it's like, bye, wait, actually, like I said, we are going to do some fireworks, well, not do some fireworks, what am I talking about? We're going to see some fireworks at Answorth Water Park fireworks show, and we'll be like doing a bit of vlogging, but I don't know if it's going to be, I think I'm going to make a video for this channel as well as the We Do, so I think this one will probably just be mainly like watching the fireworks and some of the fire and that, whereas on the other video they'll actually be like us talking and stuff like that. But so yeah, that should be fun. It's quite a good display, to be honest, to say that it's from Answorth. Oh dear, they actually spend quite a bit of money on it and do it all up and that, and there's food vans and everything down there. But yes, that is now it from me, so bye, and I'll see you later, it might be tomorrow. Okay.